Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. It's Amy, your independent Scentsy consultant with Happily Scented Homes, and I'm back today with part 1 of my warm reviews on the Bring Back My Bars. So like I said in my cold snap video, I am going to take my time in warming these. I don't want to try to rush through them. I really want to try to enjoy them, see how they are in different rooms in my house, try to blend it with a few things that I'm coming up with, that are also, bars in this limited time collection, but ones that I might have in my stash. So I am taking my time. So there's going to be a couple different parts. There'll probably end up being like 3 parts to this warming review series for the Bring Back My Bar for July. But I'll try to get them out. This will definitely go out before the promotion starts on July 1st. But by the second week of July, I should have all 3 videos done and all 25 cents reviewed. So we'll go ahead and get started. And I did do some scents. Actually, I tried to stay away from the ones that I knew that I liked, the ones I voted for. Like, I'm going to do those ones last because I already know, how they warm and things like that. There are a couple that I did warm in this round to remind myself because it's been like, I don't know, 5+ years since I've had them. So I definitely wanted to like warm them right away. So we'll go ahead and get started. Okay. So I did warm Apple Crush. And Apple Crush is just green apple and sweet apple blossom. So I did end up only doing 3 cubes. I did 2 in a bedroom and I did 1 in a bathroom. It smelled like on cold that it was going to be like a medium plus on strength. So I just did a little bit. And I'm thinking I probably should have done more. So in the bedroom, but basically both in the bedroom and the bathroom, I didn't get much of an apple floral. I got a little bit of a floral note on cold, but on warm, this is just strictly a diced green apple scent. It's Scentsy's classic diced green apple. I mean, there's not much more to talk about with that. It's literally just diced green apples. So for me, this is a very good spring and summer apple fragrance that's very basic, but not in a bad way, because where it doesn't have much of a scent profile, you can mix this with quite a few things. So you can mix this Apple Crush with other like fruity, summery scents like pineapple or mango or, other berries, things like that. You could also mix it with florals because it's such a basic green apple scent. You can mix it with some of the florals that we have. The only ones that really come to mind for me that I would warm Apple Crush in, if we're going to go off of just catalog bars, I might mix this with Starburst Sky because Starburst Sky does have apple in it. And then another one, really, there's nothing else in our current catalog because we've got Kukui and Coconut, we have Aloha Citrus, French Lavender, Starburst Sky, Evening Sky, Moon Orchid, Wild Cherry and Sakura, Luna. Yeah, there's really nothing in floral other than maybe Starburst Sky. You probably would be better off mixing this with like fresh scents. So like banana leaf and bamboo, aloe water and cucumber. But it is a good diced green apple. I feel like it's going to be better mixed with either florals or fresh or bakery. So if you've got like crumb cake, sugar cookie, vanilla bean buttercream, even probably throw a couple of cubes of this with baked apple pie. Maybe we'll all start liking baked apple pie by Scentsy. I don't know. It's something to try. So I didn't mind it. It was a medium apple. It didn't knock me out of the park. It wasn't like, oh my gosh, I've never smelled this before. Scentsy's done green apple time after time after time. So this is just a very fun, happy, non-complexed apple scent. that you could warm this year round. You could blend it with quite a few things. It's enjoyable. I feel like you would really like this in that transition to like fall. So at the end of summer going into fall, because it is such an apple-y scent, but it's still apple enough where it's bright and happy and sugary. Am I going to club this? No, I am not going to club it because I have my apple bars. I have Hemingway is my fall apple, and a peeling apple is my spring and summer. Now, there is a scent that has not come back in a while. We've seen it like in flash sales and clearance and things like that. But there is a scent by Scentsy called A is for Apple. That is a very authentic green apple. Very, very similar to Apple Crush. That one, I think A for Apple. I can't remember the scent description, but I feel like it's got like a simple syrup to it. I love A is for Apple. Now, my favorite green apple is Jack's Obsession because it does have the apple and the cinnamon and the clove. But if you're just looking for a straight green apple scent, A is for Apple, in my opinion, is 10 times stronger than this. Now, I do like this because of the apple blossom. And A is for Apple does not have apple blossom in it. But because this does not perform very well, it's a very low performer. It's just a mediocre, like 6 out of 10 in the warmers. And it only lasted half of a day, you guys, in both my bedroom and my bathroom. Now, in the bathroom, I could smell it more than the bedroom. So in the bathroom, it was like a 7 out of 10 versus the 6 out of 10 for the bedroom. But both rooms, regardless of their size, Apple Crush only lasted half of a day. So for me, $6, half of a day, it's not a unique or wow me scent that I could justify paying $6 for half of a day scent. So for me, I am going to pass on Apple Crush. I don't believe I'm going to pick any more up either because, like I said, I have tons of different apple scents in my stash. I've got Hemingway, I've got a peeling apple, I have Cashmere Leaves has apple in it, Cedar Cider, I have Spiced Umber Glow, you know, I have Jack's Obsession. I have quite a few different apple scents to kind of get my fix. So I don't need any more of the Apple Crush. But it's not a bad bar if you really gravitate towards apple, especially green apple. You'll probably really like this scent. I just don't know. Other homes, it might perform better. But for my home, in the 2 rooms that I did, it did not last long. Now, do I think adding more cubes could have upped the ante? I don't think so. I think putting more cubes probably would have brought the scent like to like an 8 or 9 out of 10 for like strength in that particular room. But I don't think it would like lengthen its time. It just fizzled out real quick. But I do find that with Scentsy's fruity scents that some of them do fizzle out quick. Same with citrus, stuff like that. So I wasn't like surprised that it didn't last more than a day, but I was hoping that it would last the whole day. So that's enough on Apple Crush because I've spent like 9 minutes talking about Apple Crush. The next one is Wild Watermelon. This one is ripe watermelon, green apple, scrumptious sugared pineapple. So I really did like this on cold. It reminds me of watermelon Jolly Ranchers, watermelon Airheads, candied watermelon. Now the difference with this one and watermelon mint is that the watermelon mint does have the mint aspect to it. So it does make it seem more like gum, like watermelon mint gum. This one is just got like a plethora of different juicy fruits that it kind of just has a more complex profile than watermelon mint. You definitely get the watermelon, and the sugared scrumptious pineapple is like the 2 like front runners. And then the green apple is in here. Like you get a freshness to this bar. I ended up doing 3 cubes in my living room. And I did 3 because this does smell strong. And for me, typically with Scentsy's watermelon, it does perform really well, like strength-wise. So I did 3 instead of 4. So this was really good. It was instant fragrance, so it didn't take long for the scent to develop in this room. I want to say probably within the first 15-20 minutes, I really smelled it, and it was already like at a 6 out of 10. About 2 hours in, it was at its like max peak, which was a 9 out of 10. It was super strong. Not a powerhouse. It was just really strong. Every like space of air in this room was just watermelon. This lasted a full 24 hours. I was impressed by that because like I said, usually fruity scents, you know, they're about a day. On that second day, that next morning, I could still kind of smell it, but it was like definitely at like a 3 out of 10. Like you had to be within close proximity of the warmer to really smell the watermelon. But it never changed. It didn't change its profile at all. You still smelled the watermelon. You still smelled the pineapple. You got that little bit of freshness from the green apple. It was really good. I do like this one, and I am going to pick up a couple bars come July. I'm not going to club it because I would rather have my spot in my club for watermelon mint whenever that comes back. But I wouldn't mind grabbing a couple of these because watermelon scents, I typically only do them in the summer. Typically only do them when it's really hot days and I'm staying indoors. So one or two would be good for me. Now this is going to be available in pods. I definitely want some pods in this one. I do want pods in this to enjoy in my office and my car. I feel like it's going to perform really well in pods. So yes, I would recommend this if you like watermelon scents, if you like complex fruit summery scents. This was really good. Definitely would recommend it. I'm not going to club it, but I am going to repurchase a few bars and a couple pods come when the promotion starts. Sea Salt Mist. This one I did 2 cubes in a bathroom. This one has driftwood, beach grass, ocean mist, sea salt, mandarin, and amber. So it's got a lot going on in the bar. And unfortunately on warm, it did nothing. I could hardly smell this thing. So I mostly on warm got the beach grass and like a salty sea air, but it was very light. It was almost comparable to the performance I got from Pristine Waters, although that one is a lot more mineral and a lot more sea salty. This one has a good balance because you've got some of like the warm tones with the amber, but then you also have like the woodiness from the driftwood. I feel like this one needs more time to cure, but it's not a scent that I would gravitate towards because with my fresh sea salty like preference, I want coconut in this thing. I want coconut, or I want some type of like floral, like creamy floral to go in here. So for me, this is a pass just because it did not perform very well. Like I said, I could hardly smell it in the bathroom, and I did 1 cube in 2 different mini warmers, and they were opposite ends of the room, but it really wasn't developing the scent. It didn't throw it very well. It was like a 3 out of 10 at max, and like I could not smell it all day. And like when I woke up the next morning, there was nothing there. So I just changed out the wax. Now, I just don't know if time will do anything with this bar. There's really not any vanilla in it. Sometimes amber develops over time, but I think this one's just a dead for me. It just doesn't work, and there's better salty sea air aquatic scents that we have in our current catalog and from years past that I'm just gonna pass on that one. All right, I ended up doing a lemon lavender, and I stuck to small rooms with this. Even though it's super strong in the clam, I didn't want my whole house to smell like this, so I just did it in the bathroom. So again, I did the same bathroom that I did sea salt mist in. I put it 1 cube in each of the mini warmers that are in there. I was surprised that this did not perform as strong as I thought it was going to be. So I thought it was going to be super strong because the lavender in here is very herbal, very like heady, and the lemon in here is very astringent, like lemon pledge cleaner. So I thought the two would like make this a powerhouse scent, but it's not. It's like a medium. And the lemon, the astringent note does die down on warm, probably after like hour 3. that like chemical cleaner lemon scent does go down. It's still kind of there, but it's not as like off-putting as it is like cold in the clamshell. And the lavender is just a very nice lavender that kind of just like mellows out and just kind of lingers there. So it's more lavender than lemon on warm for me, but it wasn't as strong. And unfortunately, I get better performance with mixing just any old Who lemon scent with lavender. So I think I'm going to pass on this one, you guys. If you liked any of the lavender scents that were from our last round, like lots of lavender or lavender vanilla, this old school style lavender might gravitate towards you, but you also have to like lemon because the lemon is in here and it does give off that lemon pledge cleaner vibe. Now, I love lemon, but I don't like this lemon. So unfortunately, it is a pass for me. And I'll probably just keep this, and I might mix it with like, I don't know, vanilla bean buttercream or sugar cookie, or I might even throw a couple cubes of whipped vanilla lavender because that's a sweeter lavender, to kind of cut down the sharpness on that one, just to kind of get through that bar. But anyway, so that's my take on lemon lavender. Then I did Highway Run because everybody on the live really, really liked this one, and I was the only one that got asphalt and tires and tar and just a paver, like on a hot summer day on the side of the road. So I ended up doing 3 cubes in a bedroom. This was not bad on warm, so I take back it being in my bottom 5. I do take that back. So Highway Run has eucalyptus bud, cedar, amber, and vetiver grass. What I got most on warm was the vetiver and the cedar. It actually was really, really nice. I did not get the tar or the tire smell or the asphalt. I didn't get any of that on warm. It was just a very complex, like masculine scent with a lot of greenery tones and woody tones to it. Now, it still kind of reminds me of a car though. So I want to say this is probably like the cologne that a car salesman would sell, like that he would wear. That's like who I would envision, because it is a masculine scent, but that's who I would envision smelling like this, would be like a car salesman. But like at a bougie car shop, not at your random like Chevrolet, Buick, like GMC dealer. No, we're talking about like the high end, the Bentley, the Mercedes, like, yeah. So this was not bad. Would I repurchase it? No. If I got it like in a mystery bundle or a flash sale like bundle or something like that, I wouldn't be mad about getting this bar because I would have places to warm it. But is it an Amy scent? No, it's not an Amy scent. So unfortunately for me, I won't repurchase or club this, but it was not bad. And I feel like if you like Scentsy's masculine and you're just sick of the ones that they have in the catalog and you really didn't like the Father's Day collection, this scent is completely different from the Father's Day collection. So I would say if masculine, woody, cologne-y type scents are your thing, grab a bar of this in July and see how it does for you. Because for me, it wasn't that bad. Like, I hated it on cold. Still hate the smell on it on cold. But on warm, it was not bad. I'd probably give it, like, scent appeal for me, this will probably be like a 5 out of 10. When it was performing in the bedroom, it was a medium performer though. So it wasn't a very strong masculine scent. I would say probably like a 6 out of 10, but it did last an entire day. So that's a plus. But that's Highway Run. And then last but not least, I did these two. So I did do Breakfast Blend. And Breakfast Blend is just brewed coffee. That's all it is. I ended up doing 4 cubes in my kitchen yesterday. This is so good. This is Scentsy's best take on their coffee, which it's not the greatest. There are vendor wax out there with coffee that are far better than this thing, but this is Scentsy's best attempt at coffee, and it's coffee done right. I love this thing. It was so stinking good last night. It was so strong. It was like an 8 out of 10 for me, and it's still going now. Still going now. And we're like at day and a half right now. So I could probably get a full second day out of this. It'll probably dial down a lot right now. It's like at a 5 out of 10. So it'll probably die by dinner time. But almost 2 days for a coffee scent by Scentsy is a winner. And this has so many melting, mixing, combination possibilities that I am here for this bar. I am going to club it just because I also have Perk Me Up by Scentsy in my club, and I do like that one. That one has hazelnut in it, so I do like that one a little bit more than I do Breakfast Blend. But Breakfast Blend I like because it's just brewed coffee, and you can blend this with so many freaking things. My best mix with this back when I was able to get it in the catalog, I did Oodles of Orange, this bar, and Blueberry Pancakes. It's like Sunday morning. It's so good. So I'm definitely going to grab some more for my stash. I'm also going to be clubbing this, and I'm probably just going to put it in, I won't put it in my ride or die club, but I'll probably put it in my hat club, because I don't think this is going to stay for the long run. I mean, it might, because now that it's been voted back, if they keep that criteria of not, anybody that won 5 years can't be eligible for voting. So it might be a while before this is brought back again. So I don't know. But that was really good. I reminded myself why I liked it in the first place. So I'm glad that one. And I'm glad everybody has been enjoying it. That's tried it so far. The opinions and reviews that I've watched so far, people are saying that they're really surprised by this. And that's because of Scentsy's past experience with coffee, that they just don't know what they're doing. But this is an older scent. This was like 6 years ago, I think, maybe, is when this came out. So whoever was in like the creation room like 6 or 7 years ago knew what the heck they were doing. Let's just put it that way. And then Dolce Leche. I warmed this bar over 10 years ago. It was in my starter kit when I joined as a consultant back in 2012. So it's been a hot minute since I had this one. This one's golden custard, sugary caramel, rich cream, and vanilla. Oh my God, this is just amazing. So I ended up doing 4 cubes, and I did it in my living room, and it lasted 2 whole days. 2 whole days, 7 out of 10, but this is, again, another one where it did not take time for it to develop in my room. Within 15 minutes, I could smell the golden custard. I could smell the silky caramel. It was just lovely. It was like a Werther's candy was just melting in my living room, and that's all you could smell. And then in the other room, I had Breakfast Blend glowing, so it was like this coffee caramel thing that was just wafting between the 2 rooms. Oh, it was so good. So good. So, yeah, I ended up doing 4 cubes in my living room. I'm definitely going to be clubbing this one. I'm going to be picking up quite a few. I've got quite a few different scent combinations that I'm going to come up with. I really want to try this with Bread Delicious. I saw that Nat from Jersey Shore Living, she did it with that. I also want to try it with some of my cozy chai that I have. And I want to do a direct mix of this and Breakfast Blend and see how that goes. But I really, really like this one. And I really didn't like most of the caramel scents that came out the past year. Like, I didn't like Gimme Candy. That's more butterscotch candy corn. But caramel praline cake, I really wasn't for that one. King cake came off way too much like buttered popcorn to me. What was the other one that came out? Like the caramel sugar cone from last Bring Back My Bar. I really didn't like that one that much. So the fact that I got to skip out on all those other bars, but I like this one, it's all right. Now, will it stay in my club? I don't know, because I do need to warm this against Salted Caramel Toffee, because that's my favorite caramel scent by Scentsy of all time. So I will need to warm the two to see which one I like better, if I want to get rid of one, if I want both. So we'll find out. But currently right now, out of this, like, how many do I have here? 1, 2, 3, 4. Out of the 7 that I've warmed so far, I'm definitely clubbing Dulce Leche and Breakfast Blend. And then Wild Watermelon is on my list for July to get more bars and pods, since it's going to be available in pods. So that's what I've warmed so far. I'll continue warming, and then I'll pop on probably sometime next week, and I will share the next batch that I've warmed and share my reviews with you guys. Let me know in the comments if you guys have warmed any of these. What's your experience been with them? Was it similar to mine? Did you get something different? Love to know what you're going to club, what you're going to repurchase out of the ones I talked about. And thanks for always liking, commenting, and subscribing, and I'll talk to you next time. Bye.